Hey, this is a Diamond 5 Soldier VOD. Okay, so we do 5 to 10 minutes of Axta. That's great, man. That's one of the best things you can do, especially for the characters that you main. That's, yeah, love it. Our issues are in positioning and getting good value out of Visor. I can agree with that. I'm also going to throw in timing with our helixes, though. A lot of people talk about whether or not you want to open with helix or like wait until they go behind cover. And I think this right here is a great example as to where you would want to open with helix. Most of the time, you're going to want to open with helix. I mean, occasionally, like if you don't have it and you're shooting at somebody, like just because of the timing, like you already hit it and then you're shooting at somebody else, and you force them behind cover, and then you can pop it to get the kill. But generally speaking, if you hit helix at their feet, what it does is it bounces them in a predictable arc and it throws them off. It's 120 damage, and then it's an easy few shots after that, especially with a damage boost on Mercy. This is a good position, but we should be pushing up. You don't want to peel on the ball because at the end of the day, that's not really going to do much. The Mercy's on the Zen. The Zen does good damage. You can kick the ball away. But what you can do to get the most value out of Soldier is run up here, shoot at the enemy Soldier, the Bastion, and make your ball follow up on your ball's dive. Your ball dies. Unfortunate. Now it's too late. You got to go back. This is fine for a second, but you got to be moving because now you're too close and you're going to get compromised. That ball's going to turn on you. See, and now everybody's focusing on you. The thing about Soldier is you can move, you can rotate almost no matter what. So you should always be preemptively rotating and putting yourself in safe positions because you have the ability to get out almost whenever. I like this flank because it allows us to get the jump on Bastion here. We just stayed too long. The second this ball starts to shoot at us, we should be gone. Like the second people know that we're here and they have the ability to get to us, we should be out of here. This team comp in particular is actually pretty good for you minus the ball, because you can take a lot of flanks and you can play more like a dive character, so long as the ball is not on top of you. The second he looks at you, though, you have to be gone. Or, I guess, the second he's close to you, you have to be gone. Nice. What if we push up left side? This is fine. Open with Helix, though, on that Life Weaver. Or Helix that Bap right now. Good pick. Okay, we had the right idea that we just missed it. Playing up a little bit, okay. Nice. This is all good stuff. Now think, where should we position? What's an angle that we could take? This is okay, but it's a little on the nose. You're pretty straightforward. What if we went all the way around here, and then we started to play this angle? Just kind of bait them, take some shots, maybe force some cooldowns, and then the second ball comes for us, we can rocket jump over here, or we can run around. Just this feels kind of stagnant, and it's easy for them to get back to you. You got to be in areas that are a little more unexpected, and two, harder for them to get to. What if you just pop Visor here? Like, it's not the greatest because they can take cover, but I think you could get some picks here. I think that Mercy would be forced to go back. And when you were talking about getting value out of Visor, it's not an easy thing to do by any means. Generally speaking, even just causing chaos with Visor is good enough. Or trading it for Trance, that's fine. You want to be thinking more about pressure than getting picks when it comes to this. And don't push it either. You seem to be pretty good about not pushing Visor, though. Because sometimes you just force everybody behind cover. And that's okay, because maybe that gives you extra time on point. Or maybe that stops your ball from getting killed. Who knows? Oh man, I so wish he fell for that. He should have fallen into the hole for that one. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, I mean the ball was... You could have chased the ball a little earlier here, but you know what? It works, because you did ended up controlling the space and taking him out. So now we have Visor. How could we set up for it? we could rocket jump up here. Not the best move, but if you really want to get kills with Visor, you come up here, you hide. I mean, you're gonna end up fighting this soldier, but this is more of a hypothetical, like regardless of the situation. You hide here, you wait for everybody to pass, and then you pop Visor behind them, and then you run away through here. That's a good way to get some kills with it. Oh, if you opened with Helix, you might have killed him. If not, you would have dealt with him a lot faster. Or even if he went behind cover there, and then you popped Helix right after that, that would have been massive. Okay, now move. Or pop Visor. This isn't bad. No. Look at these guys. I would prefer you be shooting at the Bastion with your Visor and just kind of like jiggle peeking him and scaring him. Or like trying to swing wide on this Moira and help your Genji. But you don't put your Visor on ball. Pop healing pad and play here or run? Okay, definitely pop healing pad though. If you're gonna do this, you gotta have some kind of extra healing. It's just too late. Had the right idea, you just gotta do it faster. I love this flank. Open with Helix, you can kill the Moira. I swear on it. Like you will be getting so many more kills if you just open with Helix and drop it on their feet. So close, so close. Nice. Okay, pop healing pad or run. Definitely run. This works. This works. You got your team with you. Nice. Honestly, run. Like, if you're not, you should almost never be walking as soldier. You're either running, shooting, or hiding. Or crouch walking if you're trying to be sneaky. That's kind of an exception. You could pop Visor here. You could totally pop Visor here. I mean, it is a bad spot, but like, they're at 86. This might be your last touch, if not overtime. You have her who's ult. You have Moira ulting. And you could probably get the kill on her too, if you drop Helix and then pop Visor. Because I think that's the last touch. I could be wrong. Yeah, see, that was last touch. So you might as well just taken it there. That's more of an understanding of timing, though. Okay. Aim right on the top, like just the top of your crosshair on this red line, right under the hoop, and you'll hit it. It took me so long to figure out how to do that one. I could always do the other hoop. Good angle. Personally, I would have taken height, but I don't mind it at all because it allows you to take. Actually, yeah, I like this better than taking height because it allows you to run over here really quick. Then pop pad, open with Helix. If you're gonna stay here, you gotta pop pad. There's really only two things you should be doing with soldier. There should only be two things when you're taking an angle with soldier. Either getting the pick or putting in the pressure, right, trying to get the pick and running, or popping pad and fighting until they really push up on you. Ball dies here. Crazy. I hate fighting against ball. Actually, kind of wild that you live here. You could have popped pad around the corner when you were stuck there. Or even just like ran out here. I mean, you survived at the end of the day, but it doesn't matter. But like, if that Bastion decided to swing you, this would have done nothing. So you gotta think you're either moving and shooting or popping pad and trying to fight for your life. It's a very counterintuitive thing. It's weird, like having healing pad which keeps you stationary when the majority of your kit is centered around being able to constantly rotate. So it's just a matter of whether or not you want to commit to that particular fight, and if the enemy team has the mobility or the cooldowns to get you out of there. Okay, swing right, pop pad right away. Too late, you're dead. The reason he won that fight, I will say, I would say the only reason he won this fight, actually. Oh, I went way too far back. We're here. It's because he opened with Helix. He opened with Helix, and he put you down to 1. Just like that. That's really how simple winning Soldier 1v1s is whoever gets the Helix first and can push up is normally the winner. Not a terrible flank, but look at the Soldier, because he's the one who's going to be shooting at you. And 2, what if we just... It's not the greatest. There used to be an elevator here, didn't there? Okay, that's kind of a tangent. I could have swore there used to be an elevator here, though. Anyways, what if we hid here? We just crouched, and then let everybody pass, and then once they came through, Visor behind them. That might be a good way to get some picks on Visor. It's kind of like High Noon in the sense where you're still very vulnerable, so you have to find... Nice job catching the healing pad. Or the health pack. It's kind of like High Noon in the sense where you still have to play carefully, and the only way you can really get a lot of value out of it is by taking a crazy flank that they wouldn't expect that's like late game. Actually kind of crazy how you burn this ball. That was a lot of damage. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't really get that much damage off on a ball, probably through the Mercy boost. Not a terrible Visor, right? Because you created pressure, you scared people. But fine, do that, right? Maybe swing on Soldier, though, because this is kind of the danger zone for you. When I'm playing Soldier on this map, I find myself most of the time controlling this side, because everything up towards point is just too close, and then I don't have a lot of breathing room, and then all they have to do is play a brawl or a dive character, and I'm cooked. But if you pop Visor, and then you just kind of like jiggle around here, you hit them, put them at half HP as they're coming through here, and then swing out on Soldier. Do you die here? Okay, you don't die here. It's just a little bit more value and it's a little safer, because you were very close to dying there. I don't like shooting tank there. What if we swung on the Bastion, gave him a little spook? Could probably force his minigun earlier and then run out of the way. We could be shooting BAP or Moira on point, because ultimately those little, you're just pepper damage. Yeah, you're just peppering them. Like, that really doesn't do anything to the ball. It's just Moira 1v1, whatever. Here we go. Open with Helix, man. That gets it. Kill the Bastion here. Shoot the Bastion here. You hit one Helix and a couple headshots and you burn him, no problem. Because he survives that. That's crazy. He should not have survived that Zarya ult. It's kind of a tight spot. I don't know about this. I mean, I get why you're here, because you're pinched up. Just play a little wider, maybe. I mean, it worked out at the end of the day because nobody came for you. If you are in a spot like that, pop healing pad the second anybody gets on you. Nice. Because you have, I gotta admit, you have pretty good tracking. So, if you pair that with dropping helixes as soon as the fight starts, you'll be deleting people. It almost feels like a one tap, especially with a mercy damage boost. Oh no. You're out in the middle of the open. You don't know how many targets you have on you, and the only clear target that you do have is Ball, and Visor does nothing because he's already, he takes up half your screen. I think that was just more of a panic Visor, though. That doesn't seem to be your average visor. But you always want to make sure you're in a position where you can take cover and you can back out, because it could very easily go wrong. Oh, man. Pop that, pop that. Yeah, there we go. What if we hit him here? If you just swing right a little bit and you hit the helix on the ground, you'll bounce him out, and then it's free shots. That might, honestly, that helix on the ground might even just kill him. You do get the pick though. It's not bad. It takes a little longer than it could, and that could have been time spent fighting somebody else. Nice pick. It's actually crazy how you guys lose this. Oh, it was a C9. It's a C9. Tough. Okay, so to summarize, open up with helixes. That is like the holy grail of getting picks with Soldier. When you're using visor, don't always expect to get kills, and be in a position where you can easily get out of the way if it goes awry. What was my other thing? As for positioning, you want to take flanks that allow you to pick at the squishies, but the second somebody who has enough mobility to drive you out so much as looks at you or starts to move in your direction, you got to get out of there. All right, thank you for sending in the VOD. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else I can do for you.